Hello there, to who may be watching this video on YouTube, Facebook, etc. My name is Connor Watson. I'm an animator, voice actor, director, and editor for LEGO videos. You may have seen them, or you may have not. I have made voice acting auditions when I was a younger boy, but these cannot be found on YouTube, as they are now removed. The and that isn't. I don't know why I've gone out of character here, but that's irrelevant, really. Today is to talk about my job animating LEGO and what I'm going to do in my future productions. And I'll also be talking about near future productions as well, and what I'll be working on with college and things like that, because I love animations. This is one of the very first stop motion animations, not to be made, but to feature Christmas characters. It wasn't the first, but it was one of the first, because I remember in 1964 or 1969, one of them, that is when this truly came to theatres. It was Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer TV special, so it wasn't exactly theatres, it was a television special. And when I was a little boy, I used to love these films. That's why I've got this on in the background. And there's two reasons. There's that, and there's the fact that I want to kind of remake these movies because they're great movies and I love them. They're great movies. So that's what I'm I'm talking about basically. And there'll be no copyright because the scripts and the story will not be the same. But I remember in 2013 I wanted to do a similar production. It was a mix between the 1998 Rudolph and this. It was going to be stop motion animated, but it was going to be a remake of the 1998 Goodman's Productions Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. And I never actually produced it because, well, at the time my animation skills were poor. I didn't have a software, I didn't know about squashing and stretching, none of that. Now I actually have that. I couldn't exaggerate things, but now I actually have that ability. But to make the models is going to be pretty hard, so all my productions of these won't actually come out until probably when I'm older, when I've got a studio set up, things like that. But for now, it's just LEGO, and I will show an example after this section of the video. And this is the smoothest animation I've done so far. So that is my animation that I've done, the LEGO animation, and it's possibly the smoothest animation I've done so far, and I like it. It's great. It's a great example of my work that I've done over possibly the years gone by. So despite not having Dragon Frame, like I say, Dragon Frame is what they use for things like Frankenweenie, box trolls, things like that. But despite not having Dragon Frame, that is still a great example of my work that I've done. So anyway, back to our talk about what I want to do in future. For this part of the video, I'm going to actually talk about this bit now. I actually did some voice acting for this bit. It was a voiceover dub, and because I like this scene, it's one of my favourite scenes from the movie. So I'm actually going to show that at the end of this video clip. So I do actually hope you enjoy the voice acting. It's not as great as it could be, but that's life, isn't it? So hope you enjoy the clip, and be right back.
Rudolph!
That's all over, Frosty. My nose is going. I feel awful.
Oh, now, Rudolph. Your nose just can't go out. Santa depends on it.
Yeah, but
There's little kids all over the world who'd never get any Christmas presents if you didn't like the way.
you're right, Frosty. I can't lose my nose. Unless.
What are you trying to say?
Now, that was a voiceover dub I did for Voice Artists Ltd, one of many YouTube channels who do voiceover dubs. So, I was glad to feature on their channel. It was a pleasure to be on there. But now I'm going to talk about what I did quite a while back for sort of like hand-drawn animation. I used to be obsessed with sort of Disney stuff, and I went into practicing with them. So I'm going to show you an example of that, and I'm going to talk about that. So many 80s kids will remember this. This is The Fox and the Hound, created by Disney, and the book was made by Daniel Mannix, one of my favourite artists. Authors. So this is just the short clip, that it did. And I started practicing, first of all, with Winnie the Pooh. I remember, what was it called? The Tigger movie that came out quite a while back, so I started practicing with that. Obviously with the next clip, it's going off, but onto this, but I'll keep talking about the Disney stuff. So, I started practicing Disney stuff with that. Just bits of tracing paper, but I could never put it together because of where the tracing paper would end up at. So that's why I never actually went into Disney, and this is why I've started going into stop motion animation with Lego models, things like that, and there will be some model stuff up eventually, but I've never actually done model stuff currently, so let's hope that I might do something to do with that. And I'm just going to talk about the smoke effect on the smoke effect they used on this is very, very clever. I like that, how they did that. That's very clever. Along with the nose lighting, things like that. That's very clever. And this is why I want to do things like this. It's clever, and it's I don't even know how to explain it. It's just makes a film look better than it is, and it's like the flying as well. It makes the film look better. But with the smoke, I think they actually used a video camera for that, and they did all the lighting and editing, things like that. And then when the smoke had cleared, it was sort of a transition from one to the second to another. But it's like this, here the Rudolph stepping down from flying. It's quite an amazing thing. It's like the ball spinning. How would they keep that on his nose without it, falling all over the place? And it's like that, squash and stretch with the ball. It's clever. So this is why I want to go into Christmas specials, animating their stuff and remaking things like that. It's great, So I'm going to be producing some scripts for stuff like this, and we'll hope they'll get published in future. So that is the video today, and I will probably see you in another Lego Batman. Hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching.
We're a couple of misfits. We're a couple of misfits.
What's the matter with misfits? That's where we fit in.
We're not Daffy and Dilly. Don't go around willy-nilly. Seems to us kind of silly that we don't fit in. We may be different from the rest. Who decides the test of what is really best?
We're a couple of misfits.
Not a couple of nitwits. What's the matter with misfits? That's where we fit in.
Why am I such a misfit? I am not just a nitwit. I'm a dear of a reindeer. Why don't I fit in?
Why am I such a misfit? I am not just a nitwit. snowman.